Now the Cardinals come back on the attacking end. On the far sideline. Gets tripped up. Excellent defense by number 11, Lake, for the Bulldogs. Now gathering around still on the far sideline. Bulldogs are just going to hit it into the hill area. Goes out of play, so the Cardinals are going to get the side out. Throws it on in. Absolute bedlam right now, looking for an opening. Goes back to a Cardinals player, kicks it on back, now kicks it up ahead. Now the Bulldogs able to just get a foot on it. Cardinals hitting it deep into the goalie zone. Bulldogs lose possession of the ball for a quick moment. Shot, and Brock is able to make an excellent stop as he hits it away, but the Cardinals were there on the rebound, and unfortunately they put a little too much muster on it as it went way high of the crossbar, out of play, so Brock is going to kick it on downfield. The shot was initially too hot to handle for Brock. Like I mentioned, the Cardinals were there on the rebound. Unfortunately, they put a little too much force on it, and it went way over the crossbar and between the goalposts here at the football field here at Docking Stadium on the campus of Adrian College. Taking control of it is Hurd. Hurd passing it to his right was Abraham. And a whistle has been called, so it's going to go back down the other way for the Adrian College Bulldogs, as they're going to get an indirect free kick. Now goes downfield, off the chest of an Adrian College Bulldog player. Now the Cardinals looking to take it down the other way of the field. They kick it on back. Now kick it up ahead to his left. Now dropping it on back. Charging up the field. Bulldogs able to get a foot on it. Now the Cardinals are all alone, hustling for it right now. Looks like that's number 22, Crockett. Crockett is going to pass it on back to Wishmeyer. Wishmeyer passes up ahead to his left, trying to dish it off into the center area for Sherrock, but the Bulldogs were able to make a play on it, trying to get there and put some momentum on it, but it comes up empty as it goes off the body of a Bulldog player. Now charging up the field is Lyland. Kicks on back, and missing the ball is Hurd. Now Sherrock is going to get pinned into the corner. He's going to look for one of his teammates, centering try, and it's going to go way too high of the goalie post. Brock didn't even need to attempt to make a save as it goes out of play, so the Bulldogs are going to kick it downfield. Brock, the native from Toledo, Ohio, in his sophomore year campaign. Goes off the head of both respective players. Now Sherrock trying to take control of it. He does so. Greeted by a swarm of boys in white jerseys, and it's going to go deep into the corner. The Bulldogs are just going to kick it out of play. Leaves the playing area, so the Cardinals are going to throw it on in. Looking for an opening. Brock came off his position, and that was very dangerous as just a little bit of a head bump, and that's going to be a 1-0 game in favor of the Cardinals. 5.5 minutes have come and gone here at Docking Stadium. Bulldogs able to clear it, but not for long, as it's going to go back to the possession of the Cardinals. Now it's going to leave the playing area. Bulldogs are going to throw it on in, and they're going to do so in a hurry. The pass was intended for Choi, but the Cardinals had other plans. Cardinals kick it on back, now trying to kick it up ahead. Bulldogs able to clear it once again, and it's going to leave the playing area. Strong kick by Kennedy. So side out for the Cardinals. Referees warning the Cardinals player, that is Crockett, to get a little farther back as he was just creeping on in. So he's going to throw it in once again. Pass intended for Sherrock. And it's going to leave the playing area once again. Looks like it was last touched by an Adrian College player. That was number 8, Sarka, as he was trying to defend Sherrock on that throw-in. Cardinals throw it on in, off the head of Sherrock. Now it's going into the corner. Bulldogs able to take control of it. But not for long. Leaves the playing area once again. But last touch for the Cardinals, so the throw-in is going to go to the Adrian College Bulldogs. Off the foot of Perry. They're going to kick it downfield. Cardinals are going to have control with it with ease. Neal has it, passing it up to his left. Ball gaining some momentum. Able to slow it down are the Cardinals. Now they're going to take their time on the attack. Kicking on in. Pass intended for Sherrock as he was up and running. Bulldogs able to just swipe it on down and kick it on back. Pitches on back. Now tapping it to his left. Passing it up once again. Now back on down. Passing it over to Holman. Holman is bothered by a bunch of Adrian College Bulldog players, but he's going to send it on back to his teammates, to the defenseman, and we're going to try this again. But all Cardinals right now, as they seem to have control of the ball for most of the game, looking to do something with it. Hurd kicks it to his left. Now Cardinals trying to take control. No yellow card, as looks like a Cardinals player got tripped up right there. Cardinals were looking for a call. And now we are going to get a call on that. Referees are going to halt play. Too much physicality. It's going to be an indirect free kick in favor of the Adrian College Bulldogs. Looks like number 8 for the Adrian College Bulldogs, Justin Sarka, got shaken up on that last play. Trainer's taking a look at him. As looks like he's going to head back to the locker room. He's walking on his own willpower, so that's always a good sign. Clock has halted at 36 minutes and 39 seconds. Looks like they're not going to sub anyone in, hoping that Sarka will be able to check back into the game, because if you substitute in soccer, you cannot re-enter it. So trainer's just taking a look at him. Hopefully he's all right. Like I said, walked away on his own willpower, so that's always a good sign. Goes back to the Cardinals. Passing it up ahead. Sherrock. Passing it to his left. Now charging up the way of the field. On the far sideline. Cardinals come charging in. Centering try. Goes off the chest, and it's hit weakly, but it's going to go back to the Cardinals. Bulldogs clear it for just a brief moment to reset. Now they're going to take control of it. Perry kicks it on down, and it goes back over to Crockett. Crockett is going to pass it on back. Now he's going to pass it up ahead to number 26, Abraham. Abraham's going to pass it on downfield. Hustling for the ball. And the Bulldogs are just going to kick it up right back to the Otterbein Cardinals. Cardinals kick it on back down. And back onto the field, ready to check back in, is Sarka. Sarka runs back onto the field. Looks like he's all right. Got shaken up a little bit. Hamilton was looking for Sarka. Now Sarka comes creeping on in. Hurd is going to take control of it for the Cardinals. Centering try. And the Bulldogs able to take the ball right away. Passing on downfield. Looks like he was looking for Choi. And it goes off the Cardinals, so side out for the Adrian College Bulldogs. Hamilton is going to throw the ball in. And he's going to pass it over to Leeline. Passing on downfield. Taking control of it is Precious. Now it's going into the far side corner near the scoreboard here at Docking Stadium. Passing it downfield. Adrian College able to take possession of it. Kicks it up on high. Sherrock hits it off his head, and it's going to go back to the Adrian College defenseman. Slagle is going to pass it over to his left for Hamilton. Hamilton is going to kick it over to Choi. Choi is going to dip it on back to Sarka. Kicking on back is Leeline. Back over to Slagle. Bulldogs have no answer on this attack, and they're just trying to find a hole in the Otterbein defense. Precious able to hit it weakly over to his right side. Taking control of the ball, just looking for an opening. They're going to play it right in front of Alex Brock, the goaltender. Hamilton. Pass to Slagle. No answer for Otterbein as Bulldogs had possession of the ball for a good minute, but they couldn't make anything out of it. Now here come the Cardinals. Taking it to the goalie area. Now back outside. Playing it near the corner to the right of Brock. A little bit of a tussle for the ball. Clears it. And it's going to go right back to the Cardinals as they're going to pick it and hit it to their defenseman. Perry is going to hit it right towards Brock. Easy stop. One hopper. Brock is going to wait for everyone to clear out of his area. And he's going to throw it downfield. Excuse me, kick it downfield. Choi misses it on the head attempt. And the Cardinals are going to hit it on down. Sherrock bumping it, going deep into the zone. An excellent stop by Brock. Desperation attempt, got onto his bottom and was able to use the bottom of his cleat to just hit the ball away. So we remain scoreless here at Docking Stadium. Corner kick for the Cardinals. 32 minutes remaining in the first half of play. The corner kick coming on the right side of Brock. And the Cardinals just come swarming in, and it's going to be cleared out. Taking control of it is Precious, the midfielder. Bobbling for the ball, goes high, goes off the head, and it's going to go back to the Cardinals. Taking control of it is Neal. Neal is going to kick it over to number 7, Sherrock. Now the Bulldogs are able to take control of it. Hopefully they can do something on this attack attempt, because the Cardinals have had an answer for all their attacking. And the shot right there is going to go high of the crossbar. Brock didn't even need to make a stop. It's going to go in between the field goal posts. That'll count for something in football, but unfortunately we're playing the wrong type of football. So it's going to go over to Brock as he's going to try to kick it on downfield. Everyone's going to clear out and reset. Form looks good. He's going to kick it on downfield, and it looks like it's going to go over to the Cardinals. It's going to. Hamilton looking for an opening. It's going to go back to the Cardinals. Taking control of it is Hurd. Hurd is going to kick it to no one as it's threatening to go out of the playing area, and he tried to hustle for it to save it, but his attempts are going to come up empty as it's going to be a side out for the Adrian College Bulldogs. Last touch by the Cardinals. Thank you for tuning into Adrian College Television on YouTube. I'm Trey Matthews, your play-by-play announcer. Delaney Harris running the director role. Alex Thackeray calling the shots in the booth as well. Passing it up. Bulldogs looking to kick it downfield. Choi is going to hustle for it, but his attempts are going to come up empty. And taking control of it is Casey Thompson, the goalkeeper for the Otterbein Cardinals. 15 minutes come and gone here at Docking Stadium. Still scoreless. Cardinals taking their time on this possession. They're going to pass it up the field on the far sideline. Spinning around. Going to go back to the Cardinals. Now back to the Bulldogs as they're going to come charging in. On his horse is Hamilton. Hamilton is going to look for Choi, and looks like the Cardinals are able to make a nice stop. Taking control of it is Wishmeyer. He's going to take it down to the other way. He was looking for number 3, Hurd. Now back over to Precious. Precious looking for one of his teammates as Hurd comes charging in. He's going to pass it on back to Slagle, the midfielder. Choi is going to tap it over to Hamilton. Come charging on in. The Cardinals able to save their goalkeeper, as looks like Thompson was debating whether or not to come up and try to stop the ball. Now the Cardinals are going to take it down to the other way of the field. Hurd is going to bounce it off his head. And the ball is going to go out of play. Last touch by the Adrian College Bulldogs. That was Musser, the defenseman. So side out for the Otterbein Cardinals. Going to take the privilege of doing so is Luke Crockett, the native from Cincinnati, Ohio. He's going to pass it over to Sherrock. Sherrock is going to pass it on back over to Isaac. Bulldogs able to clear it at the last possible second as the Cardinals came charging on in, threatening to score. Cardinals passing it up ahead. Trying to go deep into the goalie area. Threatening to lead the playing area. Center try. They score! Excellent setup. And looks like that's going to be awarded to number 3, Liam Hurd. So the Cardinals break the scoreless streak, as it is now 1-0 here at Docking Stadium. So the Bulldogs once again are on the outside looking in. Stand corrected. That goal will be credited to number 10, Will Isaac, the native from Grove City, Ohio. So the Bulldogs have been in this position one too many times in recent games, trailing now, looking to tie this game before we go into the second half of play. Goes off the head. Hurd takes control of it. Passing it to his left over to number 26, Abraham. Bulldogs able to clear it. Passing it to his left. Looking for an opening is Stover. Cardinals take it away. Now charging up the field, Sherrock. Over to the Cardinals. Cardinals able to bop it in. Taking control of it is Wishmeyer. Over to Hurd. Abraham looking for one of his teammates. Sherrock is there. Hurd is able to tap it on back. Sherrock hustling for it. He's going to be battling the Adrian College Bulldog player. Now the Cardinals are threatening to go deep. Right now the Cardinals have had possession of the ball for a long time during this attack, and now the Bulldogs are finally able to clear it, and they're going to try to regroup. Thompson is going to kick it downfield, and unfortunately it's going to hit the stands on the far sideline. So the side out is going to go to the Adrian College Bulldogs. One to nothing here at Docking Stadium. Bulldogs trailing the Otterbein Cardinals. Ball going into the far side corner. Near the scoreboard. Kicks it on down. Now kicking up ahead. Cardinals just trying to tap it out. Now they come charging in. Looks like someone lost their shin pad. Now charging up in is Will Isaac. He's already scored, and Brock says not today. He's like, you're not going to get your second goal of the game against me. Not this time around. Able to make an excellent stop and just hit it out of the playing area. Looks like a corner kick is going to be coming for the Cardinals. near side corner to my right in the booth. They kick it on in. And it's going to be a direct hit at Brock, as no one was able to get a head, a foot, or anything on it. Brock got his hands on it. He's going to throw it over to number 16, Hamilton. Hamilton going to try to pass it up ahead. And slips up was number 15 for the Adrian College Bulldogs, Aaron Kennedy. Just fell on his own cleats, leaves the playing area, so it's going to go to the Cardinals on the throw-in. Trying to hit it to Sherrock, but it goes a little too wide. Goes off the head of an Adrian College Bulldog player, goes out of play, so the Cardinals are going to do the throw-in once again. Taking control of that duties is Luke Crockett. Passes it over to Isaac. Isaac is going to kick it on back to Wishmeyer. Now kicking it to his left. Trying to tap it. Brock is going to take control of it, and everyone's going to go back and reset. They're going to tap it up ahead. Kicking it to his left. Over to number 16, Hamilton. Now over to Kennedy. Goes off the chest of an Adrian College Bulldog player. Now the Cardinals are going to take it the other way. Gets tripped up, but able to regain his composure. Ryder is going to kick it on back. And now the Cardinals are going to come up the way. It's going to go off the Adrian College Bulldogs. Now the Bulldogs are able to just kick it on back, but able to swipe it away was number 20, Holman, for the Cardinals. Kicking it to their left. Now kicking up ahead. Goes off the back of an Adrian College Bulldog player, and it's going to go back into their hands. All alone is number 16, Hamilton. Hamilton is going to kick it up ahead. Looks like to number 15, Kennedy. Kennedy just looking for some sort of opening, and it's going to come up empty. Halfway done with the first half of play. Bulldogs trail the Otterbein Cardinals by a score of 1-0. It's been all Otterbein this afternoon on the gorgeous day here at Adrian College. Playing it in the corner, near side. Looking for one of his teammates, nothing doing. Now the Cardinals going to take control of the soccer ball, looking to reset and try to collapse the defense for the Adrian College Bulldogs. Now the Cardinals lose possession of the ball. It's going to go back to the Adrian College Bulldogs as they're charging upfield. He was trying to pass it to his left over to Kennedy, but comes up empty as the kick was hit weakly. 21 minutes remaining in the first half of play. Able to kick it away is Slagle. And it leaves the playing area. Throw-in is going to go to the Otterbein Cardinals. In the far sideline near the corner of the locker room. Centering try goes off the head of Sherrock. And it's going to leave the playing area. Coming into the game for the Adrian College Bulldogs is number 3, Brian Politi. Coming on out is number 8, Justin Sarka. Trading in his white jersey for a gold practice one. Now Brock able to kick it downfield. Goes off the head. Able to take possession of it is Politi. And he kicks it out of play, so the side out is going to go to the Otterbein Cardinals. Cardinals kick it off the foot of Sherrock. Side out for Brian Politi. He's going to pass it over to Hamilton, and the ball goes out of play. Poor planning, poor execution for the Adrian College Bulldogs. And it looks like a platoon swap for the Otterbein Cardinals. Getting a bunch of new players onto the field. Now passing up ahead, trying to hit it off the head of number 5, Carter Alai. Kicking it around. Goes back to Adrian College Bulldogs, but not for long. And a free kick coming for the Otterbein Cardinals. Everyone's getting set up. Now charging up in. And it's going to be directly at Brock, able to catch it at the last possible second, excuse me. Bulldogs still trailing 1-0, looking to tie this game up. Kicks off the head, goes to the far sideline. Kicking it around. Cardinals spinning, passing up ahead. Now the Bulldogs looking to take some sort of control. They're unable to do so on that possession. Looks like they're going to get an indirect free kick. Goes off the head. 17 minutes remaining in the first half of play. Ball goes out of play. Thompson is going to make the stop, and he's going to wait for everyone to clear out. Everyone does so. Kick it downfield as charging on in was number 15, Kennedy, for the Adrian College Bulldogs. And the ball almost goes into the crowd. Someone almost got a free souvenir. Teddy Oliver is going to do the side out for the Otterbein Cardinals. He's going to pass it up ahead to Eli. Ball goes back to the Otterbein Cardinals. Now back over to the Adrian College Bulldogs. A little bit of a tussle for the ball. Oliver going to kick it on back. Bulldogs trying to hit it up ahead. Politi was being yelled at by his teammates to get the ball in quickly. And it's going to go back to Brock. Brock is going to make a stop, and he's going to just elect to pass it to his left for number 2, Tristan Slagle. Hamilton back over to Slagle. Slagle is going to hit a strong kick downfield. Bulldogs looking for some sort of answer. Politi going to pass it in to Hamilton. Hamilton on back over to Lee line. Now passing up ahead. And now leaves the playing area. Battle for the ball. Bouncing off each other's heads. Playing in the far side corner near the scoreboard here at Docking Stadium. Goes off the chest. Going back to the Adrian College Bulldogs. Leaves the playing area. Last touch by the Cardinals, so the Bulldogs are going to do the throw out, side out. Ball goes downfield. Goes back to the Cardinals. They pass it on back. Cardinals trying to hit it up ahead to Eli. This could be trouble. He's all alone. He's going deep, and he's going to score! 2-0 Cardinals here at Docking Stadium. Charging on in was Carter Eli, the defenseman from Hilliard, Ohio. Excellent pass by the Cardinals, passing it downfield. Eli was on his horse. The Adrian College Bulldogs had no answer. Terrible defense by the Adrian College Bulldogs to not get back, and just great positioning by Carter Eli. So it's 2-0 here at Docking Stadium, and we have about 13 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first half of play. So the Bulldogs just looking for some sort of answer, as Gary Davison is going to take control of it. Back over to Davison, looking for one of his teammates. And it leaves the playing area. It's been all Cardinals as they've been on the attack for most of the game, and as a result, they lead 2-0. Bulldogs have had no answer, and they have shown no threats of scoring. And the side out is going to go to the Otterbein Cardinals. That is number 16, Teddy Oliver. He's going to pass it over to Heckestad. And it goes back to the Cardinals. Cardinals have control of it. That was Fleury. He was passing up ahead to Hickerkarn. Time winding down in the first half of play. Bulldogs looking for some sort of answer. Cardinals have control of the ball for most of the game. A little bit of a tumble. And referee said too much physicality. As it looks like the Cardinals are going to be awarded with a free kick. So the Bulldogs and the Cardinals are setting up in their formation. And the Cardinals are going to look to kick it on in. Referee's directing everyone where to go. Here it comes. And Brock dives onto the ground to make the save. As he's able to just hit it away, leaves the playing area, so it will not be a 3-0 game before the second half of play. Corner kick coming for the Cardinals, as they're going to try to center it in. Everyone's set, ready to go, and it's going to go and leave the playing area. Put a little too much oomph on it. So it's going to go back to the Adrian College Bulldogs on the side out. Passing it on in, Politi trying to kick it downfield. It's going to go back over to number 18 for the Otterbein Cardinals. Taps it out of play. Looks like it was last touch by the Cardinals. It is, so Politi is going to do the side out. Off the head. Otterbein passing it around. Less than 10 minutes remaining in the first half of play. Kicking it to his right. Now kicking up ahead. Ball is going to enter the Adrian College Bulldog bench. Last kicked by the Cardinals, so side out for the Adrian College Bulldogs. This time it was last touch by the Cardinals once again, so side out, even though the Cardinals were pleading their case saying that it was their possession as they felt like the Bulldogs were the last ones to touch it. This time around, the Bulldogs are the last ones to touch it, so Eli, number 5 for the Cardinals, will throw it on in. He's going to pass it over to Hekestad. Now Eli's going to throw it out once again as it left the playing area. Eli waiting for his teammates to set. He's going to throw it on in. Goes off the head of the Cardinals. Looking to come in and attack. It's still in the goalie area. And the Bulldogs are going to hit it really up here as it's near the booth where I'm at. Little kid catches it. Throws it back down onto the field. So the Cardinals are going to try this once again. Throw in by Eli once again. Bulldogs able to clear it on out. Goes off the head of one of the coaches for the Adrian College Bulldogs. Looks like that was assistant coach Mark Twist. Side out for the Adrian College Bulldogs. Over to number 3, Politi. Now back over to Kennedy. Kennedy is going to kick it on down to Precious. Precious is going to elect to give it back to Slagle. Slagle passes it to his right. Now they kick it up ahead. Cardinals able to shut down that attack. Excellent planning, but not well enough executed for the Adrian College Bulldogs as the Cardinals come charging on in. Hustling for it is Davison. And it goes out of play. Last touch by the Cardinals, so Davison is going to throw the ball in. Passing it around. Cardinals looking for some sort of opening to make this a 3-0 game. Eli, excellent save by Brock once again. Dives onto the ground. Brock is doing everything he can to keep the game as close as possible. Bulldogs need some sort of answer. If that doesn't get them fired up, I don't know what will, because Brock has been making a few great somersault save attempts. Adrian College passing it around. Now they're kicking on back. Brock taking control of it. Going to kick it downfield. 6 minutes remaining in the first half of play. Now the Cardinals take control of it, and they're going to pass it on back. Referees blow their whistle. Looks like it's going to be an indirect free kick in favor of the Otterbein Cardinals. Waiting for everyone to get set. Doing the kicking is number 19, Nathan Neal. Passing it downfield, misses the head of Eli. Now goes off the chest of Hekestad. And goes out of play. Passing it downfield. Now the Cardinals charging on in once again. And it's going to go high of the crossbar. Looks like Brock was able to get a little bit of his fingers on it. Don't think it would have mattered either way. Still goes out of play, so Brock is going to take control of the soccer ball. Puts it down on the ground. And he's going to kick it. Downfield. Goes over the head of the Adrian College Bulldog player. So it goes back to the Cardinals. Now tapped away by the Adrian College Bulldogs. Charging on in. Yep, we are going to get a whistle. As going tumbling down was Luke Greiza for the Adrian College Bulldogs. And it's going to be a yellow card. Too much physicality. And looks like Nathan Neal is going to be given the yellow card on that last possession. So one more card and he's out of here. So he's got to be careful. So the free kick is going to go to the Adrian College Bulldogs on that last penalty call. Kicking it down. Goes off the head. Cardinals passing the ball around. Swerving it. Passing on down. Now kicking up ahead. Able to kick it on away. Cardinals passing it up. It's going into the far side corner near the locker rooms. So leaves the playing area. We have less than 4 minutes remaining in this game of first half of play. Brock kicks it downfield. Goes off the head of an Adrian College Bulldog player. Cardinals battling for it. Passing it on down. We're going to get a whistle. Going to go over to Thompson. They're playing it on the far sideline. Bulldogs looking for some sort of answer. Now goes back to the Cardinals as they're going to try to kick it downfield. And they pass it on back. Take control of it. Pass it up ahead. Passing it to his left. Bulldogs able to swipe it away. Going to go over to Brock. Brock is going to kick it away and clear it. Battling for it in the middle of the field. Trying to kick it. Brock is able to make the stop, and it bounced off of him, and Slagle was able to just kick it out of play to help him out as the Cardinals were coming in on the rebound. And since Brock was down on the ground, it would have been an easy goal scored. So corner kick for the Cardinals. Tries to kick it on in. Brock is going to hustle and make the stop. Wasn't threatening to go into the net, but still he wanted to just freeze the action momentarily. We have 90 seconds remaining in this first half of play. Brock kicks it downfield. Now kicking up ahead. Battling for it on the far sideline. Threatening to leave the playing area, and it does so. We have 1 minute remaining in this first half of play. Cardinals looking to just extend the lead. The Bulldogs looking to cut into it. Battling for the ball. Passing it downfield. Now the Cardinals pass it to their left. Now they pass it to the right. Looking for some sort of opening. Threatening to score right here on the rebound. Excellent defense by the Adrian College Bulldogs. 30 seconds remaining. Like I said, Cardinals looking to extend their lead. They didn't care if it was a minute or 11 minutes or 22 minutes, whatever the case might be. They are still attacking the Adrian College Bulldogs. An excellent answer back by the boys in white jerseys. 10 seconds remaining in the game. And the first half is about to come to an end right now as triple zeros have now officially hit the board. Bulldogs trail the Otterbein Cardinals by a score of 2-0. So the Bulldogs are on a bit of a losing streak, like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, and they're just looking for some sort of answer back. Unfortunately, they're not. It's not looking that well for them as they're now trailing by a score of 2-0. Going into halftime, they're going to go to the locker rooms to replenish, refuel, and rehydrate, and the coaches will go over their respective game plans. So don't go anywhere. There's still more in store on Adrian College Television on YouTube. I'm Trey Matthews, your play-by-play announcer, and I will see you at the beginning of the second half of play. Don't go anywhere. The Otterbein Cardinals lead the Adrian College Bulldogs by a score of 2-0 on Adrian College Television.
Crosses over, back onto the far side. Rips a shot, she scores!
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
You're going to college. All the hard work's paid off. It's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. New friends, new athletic teams, new musical groups, new student government to get involved in, 85 organizations. It's going to be amazing. And I think one of the first things that you'll realize when you get here, at least I hope this is the case, is that although academics are the most important thing, no doubt about it, got to take care of the academics, time management, not a kid anymore, right? Young adult. The college is a whole lot more than that in a place like this. It is an experience. College is an experience that will last you for the rest of your life. The relationships that you make here, the memories, the late night stuff, the whole 9 yards is just going to be great.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Welcome back to Docking Stadium on the beautiful campus of Adrian College, where the Bulldogs trail the Cardinals by a score of 2-0. Thanks for tuning in to ACTV on YouTube, your home for Adrian College athletics. I'm Trey Matthews, your play-by-play announcer. And the Bulldogs are looking to snap their 3-game losing skid. However, they're going to have their work cut out for them in the second half of play. As it's been all Cardinals. They've been on the attack. They've had an answer for all of the Bulldogs' attacking opportunities. And the Bulldogs, even though sometimes they did go on the attack, from my perspective at least, they never looked like a threat to score. Cardinals had all the answers, like I mentioned. So the Cardinals are just looking to put their foot on the gas pedal and not look back. And whereas the Adrian College Bulldogs, they're on the outside looking in. So Brock and Thompson will switch positions, as in now Thompson is going to be in the other side of the goal area, and Brock goes to the other position. So we're getting ready for the opening kickoff to begin the second half of play. And it's going to be Robbie Precious, the native from White Lake, Michigan, who's going to do so. He's going to kick it on in. 45 minutes, and now it's the countdown for the second half of play here at Docking Stadium. Ball leaves the playing area. Bulldogs throw it on in. Over to Davison. Davison lose possession of the ball. Wishmeyer gets tripped up. And we're going to go down the other side. It's going to be an indirect free kick for the Cardinals. Doing the free kick was number 2, Hayden Vu from Galena, Ohio. Davison is going to do the throw out for the Adrian College Bulldogs. Throws it in. And Davison is going to do it once again. A little bit of a bobble for the ball. Sherrock tries to greet Chirico. Davison looking for one of his teammates. He's going to pass it. And it's going to go over the head of Sarka. Now passing it up the field, gaining it. It's going to leave the playing area. Bulldogs are going to take possession of it. It's going to be Aaron Kennedy. Excuse me. It's going to go back over to the Cardinals. They're going to throw it on in. Misses the head of Sherrock, but there to help out was number 26, Abraham. Unfortunately, the efforts are going to come up empty as it leaves the playing area. So 2 minutes have come and gone here at Docking Stadium for the second half of play. Bulldogs trail the Cardinals by a score of 2-0 here at Docking Stadium on Adrian College television. Side out for the Otterbein Cardinals. It's going to be number 5, Carter Eli. Looks like they swapped jerseys. Oh, no, excuse me. It's number 6, Nicholas Fleury. Sorry, that 6 looked like a 5 momentarily. So Fleury's going to throw it on in. Misses Sherrock. Speaking of number 5, Carter Eli and Will Isaac have the goals for this afternoon combined for the Cardinals. 1 apiece. That's why it's 2-0. Side out for the Otterbein Cardinals. Looking to center it off and make this a 3-0 game. The kick is going to be hit weakly to Hurd. Now it's in the corner. Some of the stats from the first half. The Bulldogs had 0 shots. 0. You heard that correctly. 0. So I'm glad that the stat book is backing me up on my claim, saying that the Bulldogs sometimes went on the attack, but they were never a threat to score. And it's been all Cardinals this afternoon as they have all 12 of the shots combined by both teams. So the Bulldogs just looking for some sort of shot on number 0, Casey Thompson, who's pretty much had the afternoon off. Both teams have a yellow card apiece. Going to center it in, and they are going to score. Yep, they are going to credit that goal. Now it's 3-0 Cardinals. Excellent teamwork right there on the throw-in. Bobbles it off a few heads, and it just barely slips past Alex Brock. Now it's 3-0 Cardinals, and we haven't even played 5 minutes in the second half of play. Bulldogs have control of it now. If they want to tie this game, they got to do so now. However, their chances are looking slimmer by the moment. But I've seen crazier things happen. Now the Bulldogs come charging on in. They take control of the ball, now going down to the field. Cardinals shutting them down. Back over to Davison. Davison just passing it to his left for number 21, Churko. A little bit of a tussle between the ball, between Kennedy and a Cardinals player. Now passing it up ahead are the Cardinals. Cardinals tapping it up, spinning it around. And they're going to pass it to the left over to Fleury. Fleury's all alone as he's going to gain the field. He's going to kick it on down, but the Adrian College Bulldogs are able to get a foot on it and just hit it out of play. Brock didn't even need to make an attempt. Spinning it around. So since it was last touched by the Adrian College Bulldogs, the Cardinals are going to get the corner kick. Lands it down, getting ready. Excellent kick, and Brock is able to get a hand on it and hit the ball away. Goes out of play. It's going to go back to the possession of the Cardinals, but excellent attempt by Brock to keep this a 3-0 game. So the Cardinals will get another corner kick just on the other side of the corner, still on the far side, underneath the scoreboard here at Kapnick Field. Bulldogs able to clear it and hit it down to the other side of the field. Cardinals able to regain control of it. Now they're coming up on in. Charging away. Brock dives onto his stomach and is able to knock the ball away once again. Brock is doing everything he can to try to keep his team in the game. However, the offense has had no answer for the Cardinals' defense. So Brock is going to kick it on downfield. Goes off the head of a Cardinals player. Now back over to the Bulldogs. Off the head once again. Cardinals off their head, and it's going to go back over to the Bulldogs. Davison has control of it. Whistle by the referees on the throw-in by Davison, going down to the other side of the field. Looks like he was just 2 feet over on the throw-in. So the side out is going to go to the Otterbein Cardinals. They throw it on in. Goes off the head of Sherrock and number 20 for the Adrian College Bulldogs, Precious. Spinning around is Hamilton. Hamilton looking to pass it on back. He does so. Bulldogs pass it to the right. Now they're looking to gain the field. Davison takes control of it, misses it. Slips up on his cleats is number 10 for the Otterbein Cardinals, Isaac. So having the yellow cards for the Otterbein Cardinals are Nathan Neal, and for the Adrian College Bulldogs, it is number 15, Aaron Kennedy. So keep an eye on those two respective players. One more card, and they will be out of here. The goals are Liam Hurd, assisted by Will Isaac, and Connor Eli. He was unassisted, and that's why it is a 2-0 game. No, 2-0 in the beginning, and now it's 3-0 currently. Goes over the crossbar. So Brock will kick it on downfield. And the ball is going to leave the playing area once again. Goes down the other way, does a little bit of a somersault. Looking to see who has possession. Looks like it's going to be the Cardinals of Otterbein. As they're going to elect to pass it over to Thompson. Thompson's going to kick it on down over to Fleury. Fleury's going to bounce it off his head, and it's going to go into the stands. Someone almost got a free souvenir. Ballboy throws the ball in quickly, tries to continue play. Throwing it in will be Fleury. Tries to pass it over to Sherrock, but it's going to be intercepted by the Adrian College Bulldogs, but the Cardinals are able to kick it down. 3-0 here at Adrian College Stadium, Docking. It's been all Otterbein Cardinals this afternoon. Passing it downfield. Now on back. Adrian College just passing the ball around. Passing it upfield. Cardinals spinning it around, intercepted. Taking control of it is Gridzik. He tries to kick it over to Thompson. Thompson is going to make the save. So Otterbein and Adrian are going to reset. Everyone clears out. Kicks it on downfield. Off the head of Adrian College, and now back over to the Cardinals. Sun is poked out from behind the clouds. It has now gotten brighter here on the campus of Adrian College. Don't mind it, though, as we've been battling intense rain the last couple of days. Women's soccer had to play in it on Wednesday night. Centering try. And Sherrock just taps it out of play. Excellent opportunity by the Otterbein Cardinals. Nice setup. Unfortunately, it just comes up empty. Adrian College looking for some sort of answer and some sort of momentum. Just to chip into the lead a little bit. Davison. Whistle. We're going to pause action real quick. Throws the ball in. Centering try. Brock is able to make the stop. Everyone clears out. Waiting for the Cardinals to stop. And he's going to just roll it over to one of his teammates to his left. Now passing up the field. Now dipping it on back. Goes off the leg. Adrian College takes control of it. Looking for some sort of attack to get some more momentum going their way. Looks like he momentarily touched the ball with his hands. Was number 19 for the Adrian College Bulldogs, Ricky Elmelin. Looks like the referees are not going to call it. Albeit it was inadvertently, but still. Cardinals passing it to their right. Now gaining the field. Wide open opportunity, centering try, comes up empty. Now they're going to kick it up ahead. Cardinals swipe it back. Brock is going to hustle for the ball, and everyone's going to clear out and reset. 31 minutes remaining in the second half of play. The Bulldogs trail the Cardinals by a score of 3-0 at Kapnick Field at the beautiful Docking Stadium on the campus of Adrian College. Sherrock comes charging in, threatening Brock to just kick it off right now. Goes off the head of the Adrian College Bulldogs, back over to Davison. Davison looking for some sort of opportunity, and Isaac is going to greet him. Kicks the ball out of frustration. So it's going to be a throw-in for the Otterbein Cardinals. Going to go back over to the Cardinals once again. Now back to the Adrian College Bulldogs. Able to tip it away was Precious. Regaining control of it is Hamilton. Hamilton is going to dip it on back over to Precious. Precious gaining it. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Adrian College Bulldogs. They're going to throw it on in, looking for some sort of answer. It's not going to happen on that possession, but they're able to regain control of it. Tries to go deep, and it's swiped away by the Cardinals. So the Cardinals are going to charge up the way. And a yellow card on Davison on that last possession. You can hear the sound and the impact from where we are. I know soccer is a contact sport, but I think Davison overdid it on that possession, just trying to slow down the Cardinals. I see what he was trying to do. Unfortunately, it is going to result in a yellow card, so one more slip-up like that, and he's going to be out of here. So the Cardinals get a free kick. Bulldogs clear it. Bulldogs pass it to their right, now pass it up ahead. Cardinals dip it on back. Charging it up. Now passing it on back. Trying to pass to their left. Goes back over to Davison. And the ball is going to leave the playing area, go out of play. Both players were hustling for it. Unfortunately, the ball had more momentum on it. Throw in for the Cardinals of Otterbein. They lead 3-0 here at Docking Stadium. Cardinals are going to kick it a little too high at the crossbar. Goes in between the field goal posts here on the field. So they're going to regroup. And they're going to kick it on downfield. Goes off the head. Now off the body. Now kicking up ahead of the field. Davison is going to take it all alone. Over to number 7, Sherrock. Davison had good possession of the ball. Unfortunately, no one was there to help him out on that last possession, so the attempts come up empty as he just kicked it over to number 2, Vu, for the Cardinals. So Thompson is going to kick the ball upfield. He does so. And it's going to miss everything as it misses number 17's head for the Otterbein Cardinals. That was Haberkorn and also Davison. So Davison is going to try to pass it up over to number 16, Hamilton. Now charging up the way. This could be trouble. Centering try. Excellent defense by the Adrian College Bulldogs. They're on the rebound, and it's going to go a little too wide. Otterbein is going to regain control of the ball, however, and they're going to reset. Bulldogs looking for some sort of answer. Goes downfield. Able to hit it off his head was Vu. And it goes out of play. It leaves the playing area, so it's going to go over to the Adrian College Bulldogs. Coming out of the game is number 3, Brian Politti for the Adrian College Bulldogs. Passing upfield, now back on down. Going to tap it over to Davison. Trying to make his case, saying that it's their possession was Kyle Haberkorn. And the referees believe him as it's going to be a throw-in, and throwing it on in is Nicholas Fleury. Goes off the head. Davison looking for the ball. And it's going to go out of play. Waiting to get possession of a new ball. Fleury's going to take it. Cardinals and Bulldogs getting set up. Goes off the body of an Adrian College Bulldog player. Fleury takes control of it. Davison plays excellent defense as he came charging on in and able to redirect it. So corner kick coming for the Otterbein Cardinals as they're looking to make this 4-0. Going deep on in. They're on the rebound. Whistle came before the shot attempt, but Brock was able to just hold on to it for safekeeping. So Brock is going to try to kick it on downfield. Form looks good. Goes to the center of it. Bulldogs able to kick it on down. And the Cardinals are going to look to take re-control of it. Fleury passes it to his right for Vu. A little bit of a swivel. And landing on the ground is an Otterbein Cardinals player. Hopefully he's all right. Looks like he's a little shaken up, favoring one of those ankles. Trying to walk it off. Over to Stover. Stover passes on back down to Fleury. Cardinals able to intercept it. Bulldogs take control of it. Looking for some sort of answer. Going to tap it over to Davison. Davison can't keep the ball in play on that last possession as he barely goes out of bounds and leaves the playing area. It's going to go back to the Otterbein Cardinals. Fleury's going to be on the throw-in. Hits it off the head. Who's it going to go? Looks like it's going to go back to the Otterbein Cardinals. Cardinals take control of it. Now pass it on down. Hustling for it. Centering try. Bulldogs able to interfere with it. Bulldogs able to clear it and kick it on downfield. Fleury hustling for it. There to greet. Looks like that was number 19, Emilian. Was the Otterbein Cardinals, as it looks like he was going to take control of the ball all alone for the Adrian College Bulldogs. Comes up empty. We have 21 minutes even remaining in the ball game. Fleury kicks it on back. Now charging up in are the Adrian College Bulldogs. Trying to make sure he doesn't have any sort of opening. Bulldogs trail 3-0 here at Docking Stadium on the campus of Adrian College. Thank you for tuning into Adrian College Television on YouTube. Cardinals threat but do not score. Bulldogs able to clear it successfully. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and all sorts of social media platforms for your up-to-date athletics for the Adrian College Bulldogs. Again, that's at Adrian College Television. So Brock going to kick it upfield for the Adrian College Bulldogs. Less than 20 minutes remaining. Bulldogs battling for the ball. Now passing it on back. And it's going to leave the playing area. And throw-in is going to go to the Cardinals. They're going to throw the ball in, and the Bulldogs are going to put a little too much zing in their sling, as it's going to be a direct hit at Casey Thompson. Catches the ball and is able to pass it upfield. Hurd kicks it on down to Vu. Cardinals have control of the ball now. Kicks it up. Bulldogs able to just slide for it and kick it upfield. Now it's going to be a foot race to the ball. As hustling for it is Hurd and Emilian. Now trying to put a jolt into their step, and it's going to go back to the Cardinals as they're able to shut down that momentum for the Adrian College Bulldogs, but they're going to regain control of it. Davison has possession of it now. Kicks it weakly over to number 21, Churko. And a corner kick is going to go to the Adrian College Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs are going to set up, and this is probably their best scoring opportunity the entire game. So Churko is going to kick it on in. And the Bulldogs miss completely everything. However, they're able to regain control of the ball. Now back over to the Cardinals, now back to the Bulldogs. Foot race to the ball. Able to tap it to his left for Precious. Precious is going to kick it up. Goes back to the Cardinals. Leaves the playing area once again. Battle for the ball. Adrian College passing it around. Hitting it up. Goes back to the Cardinals. Thompson is going to dive onto the field to make sure that the Bulldogs don't threat to score on that last possession. Kicks it on downfield. Off the body of the Adrian College Bulldogs. Sun is definitely starting to rise here at Adrian College as the temperature is starting to pick up. Hurd had possession of it before the whistle was blown. So a free kick coming to the Cardinals. Goes off the head of the Adrian College Bulldogs, and it's going to land into the hands of Alec Brock. He's going to pass over to Davison. Davison is going to elect to pass it on down. Now passing up ahead. Taking control of it is Slagle. Slagle is going to pass it to his right for Precious. Now back over to Slagle. Passing it to his left up the field. Adrian College coming, swarming on in. Unfortunately, they can't get a good grip on it. So it's going to go back over to Thompson as he's going to try to kick it on down. He does so. Form looks good. Goes to the center of the field. Now battling for it is Habercorn and Davison. Now passing it to his left, up ahead. Able to swipe it on down. Now back over to the Adrian College Bulldogs. Hitting up in the air for AC is Churko. Churko just looking to pass it up ahead to one of his teammates as he was just spinning around looking for an opening. Cardinals playing excellent defense, and tumbling onto the ground was number 8, Sarka, for the Adrian College Bulldogs. So Hurd is going to throw it in. Going to hit it on back. And the ball is going to go into the stands, out of play, leaves the playing area. So Davison going to pass it up ahead. Taking control of it, spinning it around, goes out of play. Davison is going to throw the ball in. Hustling for it, going to pass it on back. Taking control of it is Smith for Adrian College. And it's going to go below the goal line. Out of play. Going to set it down onto the field. And he's going to kick it up ahead. Goes off the body. Oh, a little bit of a trip up right there. David Smith fell onto the ground really hard. And it looks like the referees are going to deem that clean. Back over to Davison. Davison able to narrowly hit it off his body. Now passing it on back. Woof. Eli basically got his legs taken out underneath him by Churko. Based on the crowd's reaction and based on the impact, surprised Churko didn't get a yellow card for that. Basically took his legs underneath him. Side out for the Cardinals. More tumbling happening between both respective teams as there's an Adrian College Bulldog player down onto the ground and slow to get up. Looks like he's going to try to walk it off, and Davidson loses possession of the ball. Frustrated with himself on that. We have 11:40 remaining in the game. The Bulldogs trail the Cardinals by a score of 3-0 here at Kapnick Field at Docking Stadium on the beautiful campus of Adrian College. Getting ready for the kick in. Side out. Everyone's setting up. And the Cardinals and the Bulldogs are able to just team up and bobble it out of play. Brock didn't even need to make any sort of attempt to stop it. So we're going to try this again. This time the ball is going to go into the corner for the Cardinals. And the Cardinals had it cleared momentarily, but we're going to go back down the other way anyway. $10:15 remaining in the ball game. Bulldogs looking to just put one onto the board as they've gone their last 3 games without scoring a goal. Davison passing it to his left. Churko passing it over to Sarka. Sarka is going to elect to throw it over to his left. And intercepted by the Cardinals. So the Cardinals go back on the attack once again. Charging up the way, trying to make this 4-0. Able to knock it away are the Adrian College Bulldogs, and now they clear the ball. Bulldogs trying to pass it on down. Cardinals have other plans as they're going to take full control of it. All alone right now is Hurd. Hurd scored a goal back in the first half of play. He was the reason why it went 1-0. There's a little bit of a spin around. Bulldogs trying to swipe the ball on back, and they do so. Excellent play, but it's going to go back over to the Cardinals. Now back to the Bulldogs. Losing possession of it. 9 minutes remaining in the game. Passing it to his left. And the Bulldogs lose possession of it. Goes back to the Otterbein Cardinals. Now the Cardinals come charging up the way of the field. Churko tries to steal the ball away from Herbercorn, but comes up unsuccessful. Now a hustle for the ball as it's threatening to go into the far side corner near the scoreboard. Cardinals are able to keep it in play. They're going to try it again, and it's going to bobble off a player and into the hands of Brock. So everyone's going to fall back. They're going to kick it on downfield. Losing possession of it and basically shoved down to the ground was an Adrian College player. Physicality is taking a new tolls late in the second half. And now the Cardinals able to just knock it out. And it's going to go back to the Adrian College Bulldogs. Cardinals lose possession of it. Throws it on in. Goes off the head of Davison. Now back over to number 3, Hurd. Hurd is going to throw it in once again. Adrian College knocks it on downfield. Now off the head of Adrian College. Davison passes up ahead. Over to Hurd. Trying to take the ball away was Sarka. Six minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the game. Kicks it on downfield. And it's going to go out of play past the goal line. Substitutions coming in for the Cardinals as everyone's about to get reset. As Casey Thompson sets it onto the ground. Going to kick it on downfield. Hasn't had much action, as the Bulldogs haven't had much of an answer for the Otterbein defense. So Casey Thompson has essentially had the night off for this afternoon. Davison takes control of it. Now passing it up, and it's going to be intercepted by Fly. Oh, gets his legs taken out once again by Churko. Carter Eli, for the second time in the second half, gets taken out by Churko. Excellent defense by the native from Shelby Township, Michigan. Less than 5 minutes remaining. Kicks it on back. Looking for the ball. Going to pass it on back. Now going to tap it out to the Otterbein Cardinals. Cardinals able to just hit it behind them, and it's going to go out of play almost hits into the stands, but nonetheless leaves the playing area. Gary Davison is going to throw it on in. He was looking for Greitza. Passing it upfield, and it's going to go over to Alex Brock with 4 minutes remaining in this game. Going to slide it on over. Now pass it upfield. Back on down to the Bulldogs. Cardinals going to kick it on back. Over to Davison. Bulldogs looking to just put one onto the board as they've gone their last 3 games without scoring a goal. Hamilton just spinning around looking for some sort of opening. Doesn't get it. Adrian College passes on back. Passing it to his right for Davison, and Davison misses the ball completely. So 3 minutes remaining in the game. A little bit of a wrestling match for the ball as it goes out of play. Looks like it was last touched by Smith. So checking into this game for the first time for the Adrian College Bulldogs is number 25, Patrick Hanlon. And Hanlon might look a little older than the rest of his teammates, and that's because because last year he joined the team at 29 years of age, still eligible to play college soccer at the NCAA level. And he was seeking a degree in exercise science. Very interesting for the native who's actually from this area, Adrian, Michigan. So less than 2 minutes remaining, and the Cardinals are going to just march their way to victory in this matchup. Ball goes out of play. Bounces off the head. Now over to the Cardinals. Cardinals tap it on back. Cardinals kicking up ahead. Now passing it on down. And it's going to go over to Thompson. Taking control of it is Hurd. Hurd is going to elect to pass it to his right and a little farther down for Vu. And we're going to get a whistle. 1 minute remaining in this game at Docking Stadium. Bulldogs have 1 or 2 possessions to try to crack into the scoring column and try not to get shut out for the 4th consecutive game, but it's not looking like it's going to happen in that sort of way. 35 seconds remaining. And the Cardinals are going to take their sweet time. Now Smith hustling for the ball. He's going to pass over to Brock. Looks like there's a Cardinals player on his back. Slow to get up. Luckily, there's only 15 seconds left as he looks like he's getting up on his own willpower. Now we're less than 10 seconds away from the clock hitting triple digits of zeros. And it's going to slide on past Brock, but it's not going to go into the netting area as triple zeros have now hit the board. And it's official. The Otterbein Cardinals come into Adrian College and shut them out 3-0 here at Docking Stadium. So the Bulldogs have dropped their 4th straight game. Their next game is going to be at Heidelberg on the 28th at 4 p.m. hopefully they can try to muster up a goal and try to get a win as well. As like I mentioned, this is their 4th consecutive loss, and now the Cardinals improve to 6-0-1, and the Bulldogs fall to 1-7-2 to start this year. So players shaking hands as a sign of good sportsmanship. For my crew here this afternoon, I'm Trey Matthews, your play-by-play announcer. Thank you for tuning in to Adrian College Television on YouTube. Once again, the Bulldogs come out on the losing end by a score of 3-0 against the Otterbein Cardinals here on Adrian College Television. Have a great rest of the day, everybody, and it's always a great day to be a Bulldog, and we will see you at the next telecast.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.